Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to share how I created this little miniature fairy garden in one of the wooden planter boxes that Scott and I painted in, I think it was actually yesterday's video that we painted that. I've wanted to create one of these for a while now and add this into my kind of existing fairy garden that I have in my little cottage garden. I just thought it would be a great addition to this space. So we're kind of clearing a little area here and just leveling the soil a little bit to make sure that everything is all level. And just positioning it where I would like to. This is kind of at a crossroads in the pathways, so it's definitely in a place that you'll actually definitely see it. And because this is a wooden planter box, I'm using a bit of plastic just to line the sides of it. This is completely up to you, you don't have to do this, but I prefer just to kind of keep it a little bit protected. And I had a lot of this black plastic left over from lots of other different projects, so I'm just kind of repurposing it for this job here. But I am snipping some holes in the base of it just to make sure that water can move through the planter, because I really don't want to have this fill up with water. So if you are using plastic to line pots, definitely make sure to have some drainage points in your planter box, or else the whole thing is going to be filled with water, and that's what we don't want. It's really simple just to put together, to place the plastic where you would like and then cut it down to the length. This is my little plant selection that I have. I'm using a really cool kind of really small little grass called lime lava. This is an alpine species and it grows well in full sun or part shade, so I think it'll do well in this. Granted, I just keep the water up, and it's going to be like the little grassy meadow of this fairy garden, as well as some lobelia. I had to get some of these because they are just so whimsical and beautiful and will add a little bit of colour to the area, as well as a little fern that's going to go next to the fairy house. So I'm just kind of positioning where I want things to go and seeing where they look good before I plant them, and I chose up front for the little grassy meadow with this little lime lava plant. And then just placing the lobelia around. These will all clump up as well, and the lime lava plant, well, I think it actually grows to about 1 meter in width. So it's definitely something that I can propagate over time. The lobelia will just fill in this whole area as well, but it's pretty easy to control. You can just pull out bits that you don't want, or just control it really easy, which is a good thing because this is a really small area to have a lot of plants. I'm just putting the house next to the fern that I also planted, and then creating a little pathway up to the house just using some pebbles. And then adding a few additions to the fairy garden. I mean, we have to have mushrooms. We have to have mushrooms for the fairies to come and attract them and to come and live in this beautiful little fairy garden. And I'm also, after I place the mushrooms, going to add in a few little flowers because, I mean, we do have a flower farm here, and I think flowers are just going to add that little extra touch. And I'll keep on adding extra flowers as they die back, because I want to keep encouraging fairies to the area, and I know they will love fresh flowers. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think this is just such a fun activity to do either with kids or just for yourself if you want your own little fairy garden in your garden. It's so easy to do, and you can really get super creative with it and use plants that you like. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a like if you did, and subscribe for lots more garden content. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and until my next one, happy gardening everyone. Bye.